Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my girlfriend, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
How much has been a good week here? It is August 30th, 1996.
Thank you for that beautiful serenade.
It's the most musical year it's ever been. Except for 1969, probably.
Right?
It was Woodstock, right? Woodstock.
I'm jealous of everybody who got to go to Woodstock.
Remember, one of the very first things that we talked about on this show when we started way back in 1994, way back 2 years ago, was the 25th anniversary of Woodstock.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll do anything for the 30th anniversary of Woodstock 3 years from now in 1999?
Maybe. Why are you...
Or are they going to party like it's 1999? What? Why am I what?
I don't know. Why? What are you?
You know that I am a lyrical speaker.
Yes, sure. It's beautiful. I love you.
Wow. Someone is shell-shocked from moving in with me.
He sings all the time.
Yeah.
In the shower, while he's cooking.
Yep.
He also talks to himself.
What the fuck? Maybe an overshare? Talk to myself. I talk to someone who listens. Cares what I have to say.
There you go.
That's myself.
All right.
I'm talking myself about myself.
You do that.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of people that talk to themselves, David talks to himself a little bit in this episode of 90210.
This episode is called Scared Very Straight.
Scared very straight.
So the whole time we were waiting for somebody to die.
Yeah, but it turns out that David was just gay.
No.
Oh, all right.
Also, last episode, when they were...
Previously on 90210.
when David's new friends were shooting up meth in their toes,
Yeah.
he did not join them.
That's called Toe Jam and Earl.
Ugh. So, because he was bringing this new friend around, and he was like...
What did he call Happy Jack?
who seemed like just like a stoner, you know? He didn't seem like...
Well, he seemed like a guy... So on the audition, I assume they said... Can anyone do an impression of Keanu Reeves
there you
from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? And I was like, whoa, yeah, I can.
Yeah, it was totally interesting.
Well, you know what they say, if you don't use your brain, you got to use your feet. What an idiot.
You really like that movie, don't you?
Yeah, I like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I don't like this guy, and I don't like all the... people that try to be like that.
Yeah.
That Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is brilliant. Everything about that movie is brilliant. That's a masterpiece.
Sure. It's fine.
Actually, the second one's better, but...
I remember playing a video game of it. I liked that.
Did you?
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
So, anyways, David is introducing his new friend, Happy Jack, to his stoner friends at the drug dealer's dorm room.
Right.
And he tells him...
The den of iniquity, they call it.
They are really into shooting up here, but don't worry, you can just say no like I did last time. Like he had to be sure to let us know.
He turned towards the camera and winked.
Right. So we can all sleep easy knowing that David Silver did not shoot meth into his toes.
No, he just snorted it a lot.
And he gets his dad to help him with his rent situation because, his
rentuation, if you will.
He spent the rent on meth. And so his dad's like, sure, son, but I will help you with the rent, but I'm going to make this check out right to your landlord. How much do you need it for?
Now give me an arbitrary amount.
And David told him $650 for his beachfront apartment.
Seems low in California, but I don't know. I mean, a apartment around here, 3 bedrooms in Michigan here is probably, I don't know, like $450, $500.
Yeah, something like that. But his dad makes out his check for $650, and David tells the landlord, "Oh, he made it out for too much.
Yeah.
What can we do about that?"
It's your dad's check? I can't just, all right, well, I'll give you some cash then.
Yeah. Oh, David.
You're paying Michigan prices, David.
Right? $550.
Not California prices. No, he gave him another $150, so it's $500. $500 for that 3-bedroom apartment on the beach. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what real estate goes for in California. I know houses are like $500,000 though.
Oh, yeah. Houses are super expensive.
Like even just a regular ass house is like $500,000.
But I want to live in a beachfront apartment. That seems nice.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, let's hit up his dad for the money. So, okay,
Dr. Silver, famous orthodontist. He's so famous they talk about him at spas.
David also, this whole episode's like David.
Yeah, it's like Marsha on the
Right.
Bunch.
It's the Brady Bunch.
David.
David comes home one day to find Donna in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up agreeing to be her date to the Valentine's dance.
Right, because it's Valentine's Day.
And they're being very cute and flirty and happy.
Mm-hmm. She believes him that he's mended his ways. He's claiming that he's not doing drugs anymore. When he gets the cash from the landlord, he gets this evil look on his face. He's like, another lie.
Oh, yeah. He's not doing well.
He's getting physical pleasure out of lying.
Ew.
What?
It's gross.
Okay.
I mean, you think he'd get physical pleasure out of shooting meth in his toes then?
But he didn't do it. The whole reason he's in this mess is because he wasn't getting physical pleasure from his girlfriend.
Right. Although, like I said last night, didn't this start, after they broke up?
Yeah, but the whole reason that he went this way is because they broke up.
Maybe.
He needed something to fill his life.
No, he needs someone to help him stay awake.
Yeah.
So.
And when you have sex, it helps you stay awake.
No, it does not. It does the exact
really?
opposite.
No? Okay. Sure.
So he is going to take Donna to the dance, but when she shows up, Happy Jack is there.
Yeah. She just walks out of the bathroom or whatever. It's like, hey.
And David's like, oh, he's coming to the party with us. She's like, party? It's a dance. Like, what are you talking
It's
about?
supposed to be romantic, David.
She'd bought him a shirt with a heart on it because you're supposed to wear something with hearts. And
Or
she
something
knew
red.
And she knew he wouldn't have anything.
Because he's an idiot.
But he brings his friend who does not have hearts or red, by the way.
No.
And she's kind of disappointed, but whatever. It seems like they're going to make it. It seems like they're getting along. They're going to get back together.
Looks like they made it.
They're dancing. They're happy.
Yeah. David's not even doing his stupid dancing.
And then Happy Jack shows up stoned in the pool room. Yes? Was that where he was doing his meth?
I guess. I think so.
The frat dudes drag him.
He doesn't show up stoned. He was snorting meth in the pool room.
And the frat dudes drag him out, and they're like, get out, you get out too. And David's like, all right, come on, let's go, Donna. And she's like, I'm not going anywhere with you, drug boy. And,
what a fantastic reenactment that was.
It was exactly like that.
Yep. Verbatim.
So they're not.
He said, oh, you guys have had like 10 kegs of beer or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, a legal substance, by the way.
Right. Not the same.
I mean, there might be underage people there. There's people there under 21, but it's still a legal substance.
Yeah.
And, they're like, we don't want to lose our charter, asshole.
So now Donna's like, David, you were lying to me this whole time, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Which, I don't know why she made that leap, honestly, because he wasn't doing the math.
Right. His buddy was.
But whatever.
She figured you can't hang out with meth heads unless you're a meth head, too.
So she's, blowing him off again. I was so hopeful. Maybe David was really going to turn it around.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in the next, 5 minutes of this episode. So they leave, and he goes back to his buddy or whatever, because he wants to play a not Happy Jack, but the drug dealer.
Well, what?
What the fuck?
No, I'm just.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone look more confused in my life.
Because I thought Dylan walks up to him before that happens.
Sure, yeah, okay. I'm skipping over what Dylan says to him. Okay.
So Dylan brings up how Dave. Shut up.
I just like how you're confused about that. Yeah, you've never skipped any part of an episode.
Well, you
just made up an entire scene, and I rolled with it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, drug boy, or whatever you said.
That was exactly it.
It's the 90210 cartoon. It's 90210 and Friends.
I was picturing the 90210 Barbie dolls.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah,
Dylan walks up to David and reminds him of how he was there for him when his dad dies and that he owes him. Mm-hmm. And David's like all hostile and like, you don't owe me anything, blah, blah, blah. And
it's another great reenactment.
Dylan says, listen, you stopped me from going over the edge, so if you're going to go over the edge, you call me and I'll be there for you. Mm-hmm. So
he said, actually, the way he said it was, I'll be there for you.
So then David goes to talk to his drug friend to get more drugs.
Right.
Because,
Well, I don't think he actually went to get more drugs. He said, I got a CD I want to play you. Do you like hip hop?
Oh, yeah, that's true. He was really just there to hang out.
Yeah. And he's like, no, it's Armageddon. He says that somebody tipped him off. Might have been his Happy Jack friend,
right?
Which I don't think so. That guy didn't look like he had 3 brain cells to rub together.
Right.
So I don't think it was him.
No.
And he's like, look, you got to take this stuff. And he gives him a backpack full of drugs.
Yep. A backpack fucking full. And
what turns out later to be a clown car of drugs.
Right. And David hesitated for a minute. I don't know if I would have done it. But he did take it and run, and he passes the law enforcement on the way out.
Yeah, and they're like, eh.
Like, the kid literally running with the backpack, not suspicious at all.
They've got blinders on. They're like, nope, we're here for this one dude. So, yeah, the drug dealer gets arrested. I guess a couple of his associates get arrested because there's more than one person in handcuffs.
Which he was alone in there, so that didn't really make sense. And Dylan takes the drugs back to his house. Mm-hmm. He calls and wakes Dylan up.
Yeah. After Dylan fucked Kelly the night before. It's very clear.
And Dylan's like, I'll be right there, man. Just hang on. Mm-hmm. And somehow, magically,
Dylan read the script of the episode on the way to Brian Austin Green's house.
Like, what in the fuck happened? Okay.
It makes no sense.
None. He gets there, and you think he's just going to help David in this situation because he's, freaking out. He's got drugs.
And he might have some, he's had some problems in the past. He might have some sort of insight as to what they could do and all that stuff. Right.
So he tells David that his friend... around midnight. He puts this whole story out there.
I thought he was lying.
Yeah, me too.
I thought that he was just lying to scare him very straight. Yeah. But he says, he's like, oh yeah, they picked up your guy. Oh, he's your friend and everything, right? Well, guess what? They were sweating him for a few hours around midnight. Guess whose name comes up? Yours. Now they're coming here looking for you. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But they were.
Yeah. They're going through, as Mark said, the clown car of drugs. It's forever. They're dumping it. Dylan's like, David said, here, you dump it. And Dylan's like, no, you've got to flush the drugs down the toilet. It has to be you, because it's some kind of fucking spiritual thing.
They'll be here in 15 minutes, the cops. He knows exactly when they're coming.
What is happening? Like, when did he become omniscient?
Yeah, just like I said, he either read the script on the way, or does he have informants inside the police?
And are they speaking directly to his brain?
Yeah, is Dylan a drug kingpin or something like that?
He was asleep.
I got half the force on the payroll.
He was asleep.
Yeah, when did he find this information out?
And if he had it earlier, why didn't he share it sooner?
It makes no sense.
I wonder if, like, a scene got cut out somewhere, like...
I don't know.
I hope so. I hope,
think an episode got cut out.
Right. I hope that the writers of this show just made an editing mistake and they didn't leave out all of this information.
It's crazy. So he does. he empties out, and like I said, it's like a clown car.
It's so many different kinds of drugs, like all these pills, all these powders, like.
Oh yeah, this guy was a one-stop shop.
Yeah. And the police show up. They raid his apartment. They arrested him, didn't they?
No, they just put him and Dylan into handcuffs.
Okay. So they didn't. When they didn't find anything, that was the end of it.
Yeah, they uncuffed them and left.
I wonder if that screwed over his friend.
Which one?
That gave them his name. Like,
probably, yeah.
Like, whatever.
They were probably like, "Oh, we were going to make a deal with you. Fuck you."
Right. And so not only did he lose all his drugs, which that's like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Had to have been, yeah.
And eventually, like months from now, he's going to get out of jail.
Someone's going to murder him for those drugs. You know that,
right. He's going to show up wanting those drugs.
Well, no, I mean, someone's going to murder that guy. Brandon, or not Brandon, what's his name? Brian Austin Green with David. Yeah. David's friend. Like, he's going to come out of there, and the guy, like his supplier or whatever, is just going to put a bullet in his brain.
Yeah.
Because he's got no drugs.
Maybe.
Where's my money?
Well, he's going to give them his name, too. He's ratting everybody out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Singing like a canary.
That's right. Just like me in the shower.
Right. So David says he's done now. He is totally...
He's been scared very straight.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anything's got to be better than being arrested or whatever in the apartment or whatever he said. I don't know.
But here's my question, David.
Wasn't being high better?
No. Wasn't losing your little sister?
Yeah.
As scary or perhaps scarier?
Nah, it was all right.
I mean, it kind of makes me wonder about him as a person, that it only when it affected him directly. Oh, whatever. I don't like him.
Yeah.
But he swears he's going to change, and he knows they won't believe him, but whatever.
Yeah.
We've heard it before, David.
Of course he will. He'll make a change. Because that's what happens.
Yeah. Because it's TV.
On this show, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Everyone's drug problems magically go away.
Yeah, and then they dust them off and bring them out every once in a while to play with them, but they put them back. There were some Walsh things happening this episode, too.
That's what the spin-off of this show is going to be called. Some Walsh things. Right?
Like, Brenda...
It sounds like Carol and, what's his name, were making mutants in the basement or something.
Oh, my God.
We've got some Walsh things down there. We took the DNA from Brandon and Brenda, spliced it together.
Oh, no. That's incestuous.
We call them Walsh things. It's part of Jim's plan to take over the world.
Wow. Okay. None of that. But speaking of...
that happened.
Speaking of pulling things off the shelf and dusting them off...
Jim and Cindy are on this episode.
Yeah. That's true. Brenda brings up Stuart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently they haven't stopped dating.
Like, out of nowhere, all of a sudden.
Yeah. He's not there, though. Like, he hasn't been calling her for a week or something like that.
A month.
A month.
She hasn't heard from him in a month.
Yeah, and apparently they're still dating? Yeah, Jason Voorhes murdered him.
Right. Well...
Him and his dad. He came back for revenge.
Sure. So...
That's what I assumed.
So what happens at the end of the episode? Is he a Walsh thing?
No, they didn't get married. He's a Stewie thing.
So she writes him like a scathing letter.
I mean, I guess scathing for a very PG television show.
Right. And her parents are like talking behind her back, very veiled about
the basement.
What yeah. About whether or not they should tell her. And the dad's like, this is our revenge for her Las Vegas wedding.
Right. Oh, we're not going to tell. Let her make her fool out of herself.
So, yeah.
And we're supposed to be in suspense, too. And what the secret is it's not even worth a reveal.
No.
They might as well have just let us in on it, and then that would have been as satisfying.
Yeah, it would have been better, maybe, than it was kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Because
I really thought he was going to pull off his face and it was going to be Jason Voorhes.
But he shows up at the end of the episode with flowers and candy and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just busy.
I was in South America." He says he was in South America.
Maybe he's the drug dealer.
Yeah, maybe he's a drug dealer and also looking for an idol to finally put Jason Voorhees to rest.
Right.
So that his dad can stop being stalked.
So, Andrea and Jesse go talk to Andrea's grandmother,
who suddenly is a different person.
Yes, wholly different actress.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but whatever.
Well, I guess the other one's probably just busy.
The other one.
And
that's Lainey Kazan.
Yeah. Who's this one? We don't know. She's no one.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit.
Sorry, lady.
She's a wash thing.
Right.
That's Brenda and Brandon mixed together and aged 60 years.
Ew. Okay. But they're asking for her blessing to get married, and they tell her she's pregnant.
Because Andrea's, she guesses she's pregnant.
That's true.
Because Andrea's parents don't give their blessing.
Yeah, they're refusing.
They call her a whore.
I'm sure.
A shiksa.
What?
I think that's a non-Jewish woman, right?
Yeah, so she's not a shiksa.
Sorry, she's a mixa. No, a jiksa.
Oh my God.
Go. A Jewish shiksa, a jiksa.
So, okay, so they decide they're going to go to City Hall because...
What do they call an alluring Jewish woman?
I don't know.
No one will ever know. Not exist.
Aw, that's mean.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Womp womp.
Sorry, Jewish women out there. That's a joke.
Untrue.
Yeah, it's a joke.
You're beautiful. At least on the inside.
Oh, my God. No, you're all beautiful. We don't care what you look like.
Nah. We love you all. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, no.
It just flew away.
What a mixed metaphor that is. Your train flew away. All right.
Okay, the reason they're at the fucking Peach Pit, that's why.
What?
It's because
her parents said, no, you're a jiksa. We're not. They don't want to bless this wedding, so they go to see her grandmother,
right?
Who does bless the wedding?
Yeah, but the reason I even thought of them is because why are they at the Peach Pit? They're at the Peach Pit.
But now you're skipping a ton of stuff.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, they go to the Peach. They want their wedding reception at the Peach Pit.
Yeah. So, they asked.
You're off the rails. Your plane is off the rails.
They asked Brandon to talk to Nat, and he says, "You should be talking to Dylan because, yeah, that's not my place
He's
anymore."
He's a business partner.
He's a whiny baby.
Yeah, he is.
But he does eventually agree, and then
Brandon finds out he's not the most special boy
right
in the world, so he gets all upset.
But Brandon asks if they can have their wedding reception at the Peach Pit, and they're going to go to City Hall because they don't want to make a big deal.
Yeah.
Which, you're having your wedding reception at the Peach Pit. You are not making a big deal.
Their wedding sucked.
Yeah. So they go to the fucking... I almost said Secretary of State. City Hall.
Yep.
And then at the very last second... Oh, Brandon's giving her away, by the way.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Skip over that.
And Jesse says, you're the closest thing she has to a brother. And I'm thinking, has she not told you about their kissing and they're almost having sex and all that stuff?
Yeah, maybe not.
Apparently not. So
I
he's
thought you were going to say about her secret brother. He's in the basement with the Walsh thing. Jim and Cindy were like, what would happen if they got together? We'll take some Andrea DNA, some Brandon DNA, and mix it together.
So gross.
Mm-hmm.
But her parents show up at the last minute because, it's 90210 and everything has to work out. And her dad gives her away.
It's like, if you don't mind, I'll give my daughter away.
Right. Like he's being screwed over or something, not like he was being a dick.
And so Brandon's like, oh, I'm out of a job. Wah, wah. And Jesse goes, no, you're the best man now.
Yeah, it's getting pretty corny here, folks.
Conveniently, he didn't bring a best man.
Right. Does Jesse not have any friends? He has this huge, huge Catholic family.
Yeah, but no friends.
Apparently. But, how did he get away with the tiny wedding? That shouldn't have been allowed to happen.
Right? There should have been a priest. Should have been a 2-hour-long ceremony.
Right?
That's
with
how
communion.
That's how the Catholics do it.
And whatever Jewish people do at their wedding, too.
Yeah, stomp on glasses and stuff like that.
Which they do at the Peach Pit.
Mazel tov.
Which was kind of cute or
That's
whatever.
all I know. That's the only thing I know about Jewish people. Stepping on glass and mazel tov.
But I mean, it's like Jesse's traditions just get totally ignored and overlooked, and
absolutely, and they play the Hava Nagila because apparently Nat has Hava Nagila on his jukebox.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Who's rocking out to Hava Nagila?
I call shenanigans.
Yeah, my authentic 50s diner.
Do you think he put it in their special?
No, I think it's ridiculous.
Okay.
I think the producers put it in their special.
Right.
I think the producers were like, hey, we can get this royalty free because it's in the public domain
There
now.
you go. Yeah, it was not great. And so then, at the very end, Stuart shows up. That's where I was trying to go.
Oh, because they were in the Peach Pit when Stuart showed
Yeah.
up. You already said Stuart showed up with candy and stuff.
Yeah.
He was in South America.
Yeah.
Trying to find the idol to put Jason Voorhes to bed.
And then Brenda's just like, oh, you're going to get a letter. Just don't read it.
Yep. She did say that.
Whatever, Brenda.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see more of Stuart now?
I hope not.
Yeah. What is happening?
He's fine, I guess, but whatever.
I mean,
he's such a nothing character.
Okay, Kelly and Dylan need to break up.
Yeah.
And Brenda and Dylan need to get back together.
Yeah.
And Stuart is just in the way of that, needs to go away.
Yeah, and apparently Kelly and Brandon need to get together for some reason.
Still don't see that happening.
No. Don't.
No clue where that's going to come from.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember the first season or something she was into him?
She asked about, she inquired about maybe dating him or whatever, and he said, I look at you like a sister. And that's the last time we've ever heard anything about the two of them.
Well, and then she was like, there was a kind of they had some chemistry scene where sure. She was like, oh, you don't look at me like a sister, whatever.
Steve was more flirty with her.
Yeah.
What did he say? Come on, fun time or something like that? Come on, party girl. Coming on to be my party girl.
Yeah, he said something weird and then started dancing with her. I think that in this group of friends, it's like Dylan and Brandon don't dance. So Steve and David just have free reign to dance with everybody. You know what else happens?
Yeah, I already thought of that.
Dylan did another thing with Donna, so inappropriate.
Yeah, they're getting really friendly here.
It's weird. So her and Kelly, first of all, let's talk about this, are doing laundry in his bathroom.
They're delicates.
Because, not just they're delicates, he doesn't have a washing machine.
Yeah.
What is that? He is a fucking millionaire.
He likes to send it out. He sends all his laundry out to get done. He doesn't do it. They fluff and fold it for him.
Oh.
Kelly
I missed that explanation.
Kelly said he likes the fluff and fold girl, is what she said.
Oh.
But yeah, he sends all his laundry out. Like a fucking ritzy dude.
So why didn't he send their laundry out, cheapskate?
Don't know.
But they're
maybe they like to do their own laundry.
I guess. But so they're staying there with him and they're doing their laundry in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And he starts talking about having a threesome.
Well, he says she goes, Kelly says, I guess you want to take a shower. And he's like, oh, what gave you that impression or whatever. And he's like, oh, I can wait till you guys are done. And he's like, or, the three of us could get in the shower right now together, conserve water.
He's got, I'd be mad. Why is Kelly so tolerant? I would not be tolerant.
I don't know.
Don't ever talk about me and a friend of mine in the shower with you, because that would be wrong.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that.
I won't.
Okay.
Come on, I've never even thought of it, Carol.
But, and why is Donna so cool about it when she's so sexually repressed?
Probably because she's sexually repressed.
I guess.
Probably gives her a little thrill, and she it's not threatening because she knows she's never going to do anything about it.
Right. So, yeah, there's that. And then, like I was saying, the dudes who dance, which is Steve and David.
The dudes who dance. That was the other spinoff with David and Steve. The dudes who dance.
They just dance with all the girls to make up for the fact that, Brandon and Dylan are lame.
Right. Yeah, agreed.
So, I mean, the fact that he used to, regularly sleep with Kelly and has been massively in love with her for years should not play any factor into this.
Nope. Who cares?
They're all just way too close.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But you know who else is too close?
Jason Voorhes?
Brandon. Is Brandon... Thanks for playing. Is Brandon and Lucinda? Is that her name?
Oh, my God, Lucinda. Yeah,
Dina
that's
Meyer?
happening, too.
That's the actress's name.
Okay, they're sleeping together, but weren't they already,
No.
No?
She wanted to sleep with him, but she was married to that professor, so he was like, no. And then he started, coming on to her. And she's like, well, this isn't a good idea. We shouldn't do this. That's she wanted to fuck him when she was married. Now that she's not married, she's like, I said out loud, but I don't get it. And you were like, well, now it can be something real. So now she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. Well, and also I was thinking about it more, too. She probably was looking at him as a way out of her marriage.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously it was bad.
But they do have sex.
Yeah.
And they're keeping it a secret.
And he's, bringing her secret cookies for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
He snuck her...
Secret cookies.
He snuck her Valentine's Day cookies from the dance.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still teaching that class.
Right.
There's not a ton going on there.
No, they're fucking.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all that's going on with them.
I wonder when they're going to stop. Because they're obviously going to stop.
Well, yeah, and then that one, the dean's daughter or something like that becomes obsessed with
Claire.
him. I think that's happening sometime soon, too.
Yep.
It kind of sucks to know some of the things that are going to happen, but I think we've done a really good job of not paying attention to the couple seasons that have aired after this.
Yes.
So we're not really paying attention to what's going on, so we don't spoil it for ourselves.
I hope that next season's good. I'm a little nervous.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
There's just been so much corniness and hokey lines and bad music.
It's weird because sometimes Claire and Lucinda want to have a threesome with Brandon, or Dylan wants to have a threesome with Kelly and Donna, and then sometimes they're like, "Oh, you're the best man now."
Right?
So it's it's a weird combination of things.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't quite seem to know where it's at yet.
It'd be nice if the show got a little more mature. It doesn't have to get Melrose Place all steamy and shit. But if it got a little bit more mature, that'd be good.
Yeah, I agree. They're growing up. The show needs to grow too.
That's right. But that's it for the week, I believe, right?
It is.
I think we've covered everything. Steve comes in with heart glasses and says that weird thing to Kelly, and that's his entire contribution to the episode.
No, there was one more. There was one more thing.
What thing?
He was complaining about how much they drink.
Oh, yeah.
And that he can't keep it up.
I gotta leave this house. It's too much drinking. They play a drinking game with my mom and Hartley House.
Yeah.
Sounds so dumb.
Every time she says Chucky or whatever, that annoying kid.
Yeah, the piece of shit. Here comes Chucky. Remember that episode?
Yeah. They have to do a shot.
Yeah.
He got John Sears' room. He said, I didn't realize it came with 3 roommates.
Right.
Like, what do you think? It's a fucking frat house. It's not, like, fancy.
It's not the Four Seasons.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's turning a little yellow, apparently, from all that alcohol, so.
Good for him. That's college for you.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell the people all the things that they should do between now and the next time they listen to us.
Write us at latefee1994@AOL.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Show us some love.
And tell your friends.
That's right. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.